the most important message you'll see today. Archangel Michael says repeated numbers around you are the keys to your next season. Don't miss the signs. This is not by chance. You are here at a divine hour. The heavens are moving, and your spirit has been summoned to receive this message. Archangel Michael, the mighty defender of truth and the messenger of divine alignment, is stirring your awareness. He speaks not in the noise of the world, but in the still and sacred language of heaven. And in this hour, that language is appearing to you in repeated numbers, sacred patterns written across the canvas of your life. You have noticed them. 111 flashing on your phone, 222 appearing on the clock, 333 marking a strange and holy moment of awareness. You may have dismissed them as coincidences, but heaven does not waste motion. These are not accidents. These are not random interruptions. These are markers, portals of destiny opening before you, windows of divine communication guiding your steps. When numbers repeat, it is not mathematics, it is a whisper. It is God's reminder that you are seen, that you are guided, and that something in your story is about to shift. Archangel Michael declares that this message is not for everyone. It is not scattered carelessly into the wind. It is released only to those whose spirits are awake, those whose hearts are burning with a quiet expectation, those who are prepared for the unveiling of mysteries. If you are here, it is because heaven has marked you. Others may scroll past, blind to the signs, deaf to the patterns, numb to the whispers. But you, yes, you, have been selected to see, to notice, and to lean into the divine code unfolding around you. Yet there is a condition. Stillness is required. Heaven speaks, but only the still can hear. The noise of this world drowns out the sacred rhythm of divine numbers. If you rush, you will overlook the sign. If you dismiss it, you will miss the key. Archangel Michael calls you to a posture of listening, to pause and discern, to carry an attentive spirit. For in your attentiveness, the keys to your next season will be unlocked, and the message heaven has been writing around you will finally break forth in clarity. The numbers are not random. The signs are not scattered. You are not here by mistake. A door is opening, and this is your invitation to step in. Type "I am chosen" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1122 is now activated. Beloved, hear me well, for the heavens are not silent, and the timing of this word is not casual. This moment has been arranged, divinely orchestrated, so that your ears may hear and your heart may be stirred. I, Michael, the Archangel, protector of the chosen and revealer of mysteries, stand now to remind you of what many have forgotten. Time is sacred, and signs are written not only in the stars, but in the very sequence of numbers surrounding you. This hour is urgent. This season is short, and before this week closes, a sign will manifest before your eyes that will confirm everything you are about to hear. The Father has placed in creation a secret code, and those who are awake, those whose eyes are sharpened, will notice it. Heaven speaks not always through thunder and shaking mountains, but often in the still whisper of numbers repeating, aligning, converging in your daily path. Have you not wondered why the same patterns follow you? Have you not questioned why 111 flashes at the exact moment you feel the tug of destiny? Or why 222 seems to haunt your days? These are not coincidences. These are coded whispers from heaven. And those who can discern them shall walk into alignment with their next season. But not everyone will recognize this. Many will pass by the message blind and dismissive, chained by unbelief, bound by distraction. Yet those who are chosen, those who are sensitive, those who hear with their spirits and not their flesh, they will understand. For repeated numbers are not merely digits. They are checkpoints, markers of divine surveillance, the fingerprints of heaven leaving evidence in your world that destiny is unfolding. Every time the sequence repeats, it is as though the heavens are knocking, urging you not to delay, not to doubt, not to turn away. I tell you, child of God, time is not in your control, but it is in your stewardship. The hourglass is shifting. The sands are falling swiftly, and each repeated number is heaven's way of keeping you aligned. This is why urgency is in my voice, for too many delay when signs are given, too many slumber when the trumpet is sounding. Do not allow distraction to rob you of destiny. Do not treat lightly the message that is pressing on your spirit right now. For within these numbers is a key, and the key opens a door that will not remain open forever. Hear me clearly. This week will not pass without a divine confirmation. You will see a repeated number, and when you do, let it be known, it is not empty. It is not trivial. It is heaven's stamp declaring that you are chosen, that your prayers have been heard, that your path is under watch. This is why you must remain attentive, why you must guard your heart and mind, for the code will not reveal itself to the careless, but only to the awake. Step into stillness. Step into awareness. For the numbers that surround you are not mere calculations. They are divine checkpoints ushering you closer to your transformation. Type Amen to get blessings 1414. Why do these numbers keep following you? Why is it that no matter how you try to dismiss it, they appear again on receipts, on clocks, on doors, in dreams? Have you not felt the stirring inside of you, the uneasy whisper that says this means something? Child of destiny, they are not coincidences. They are not accidents. They are confirmations. Heaven is interrupting the ordinary fabric of your daily life to remind you that something greater is unfolding. Every repeated number is a thread pulling you into a larger tapestry, a divine design too vast for the natural mind to grasp. You have asked yourself late at night why your prayers seem to echo without answers, why strange alignments keep happening, why moments of déjà vu flood you with a sense of familiarity. You wonder if you are imagining it, if the signs are just tricks of the mind. But hear me now. They are not tricks. They are signals. They are divine disruptions placed in your path to awaken your awareness. For you have been walking under heaven's surveillance, and the numbers are heaven's fingerprints. The truth is, some people around you already sense that something about you is shifting. They feel you're rising, though they may not understand it. They watch the glow of favor on your life, though they cannot explain it. They sense that something unusual surrounds you, and it unsettles them. Yet you yourself, chosen one, have wrestled with the mystery, torn between doubt and belief, caught between fear and faith. The numbers keep calling, but the interpretation eludes you. That tension is not by accident. It is heaven's way of stretching your spirit, drawing you into deeper attentiveness. Have you noticed how the signs appear in your lowest moments? At the edge of tears, at the threshold of frustration, at the breaking point of unanswered prayers, the numbers break in. Like whispers of comfort, like reminders that you are not forsaken. They appear when you are about to give up, as if to say, "Hold on. Look closer. Heaven has not abandoned you." This is no small matter. For if you can discern this mystery, if you can break past the illusion of randomness, you will find yourself standing in a realm where heaven communicates directly with you. But here lies the disruption. Your mind wants logic, your spirit craves revelation. You feel pulled between what you know and what you sense, between what your eyes see and what your heart feels. This is why repeated numbers carry such power. They disrupt the ordinary, they pierce through monotony, they awaken something ancient and eternal inside of you. Heaven uses them to shake you, to unsettle you, to bring you to a place where you must choose. Will you treat them as meaningless, or will you bow your ear to the mystery? I tell you now, these numbers are the first drops of rain before the flood of revelation. They are precursors of transformation. The question is not whether they mean something, but whether you are ready to accept the responsibility of what they mean. For the numbers are signs that your next season has already been announced in heaven. The only question is, will you align with it or will you resist it? You cannot unsee what you have seen. You cannot unknow what you now know. The disruption is already alive inside of you. The mystery is knocking on your soul. Type "I am anointed" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 7777 is now surrounding you. Beloved, if this word has stirred your spirit, understand this. Every time you help this message reach more souls, you become part of heaven's harvest. When you sow into this ministry, whether through YouTube's Super Thanks, by joining as a member, or by giving through the PayPal link in the description, you are not giving to a channel. You are planting into a field where souls are awakened. The word declares that those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. And I speak this now over you. Your seed becomes a river that carries light into dark places. I invite you personally, yes, you, to step into this divine act. Giving is not a donation. It is a prophetic response, and heaven records it as worship. When you move in obedience, the oil of favor flows back upon your life in measures you cannot contain. Do not wait. Release your gift and watch the windows of heaven open over you. Child of destiny, hear me. Every repeated number you see is not only a sign of alignment, but also a signal of war. For when heaven begins to mark you, hell begins to notice you. This is the truth many do not want to face. When your destiny comes close, the opposition rises. The signs you see are not only confirmations of heaven's presence, but also indicators that the unseen realms are stirred, both for you and against you. Yet do not fear, for I, Michael, the Archangel, stand as commander of the armies of heaven, overseeing the battles that your eyes cannot see. Have you wondered why the numbers appear more frequently when you are at your breaking point? It is because destiny is near. Opposition intensifies not because you are weak, but because you are close to breakthrough. Hell does not resist what carries no power. The very reason you feel pressure, delays, strange resistance, is because heaven has already released your next season. The repeated numbers are affirmations from above that what is happening to you is not random, it is orchestrated. You are being tested. You are being pressed. But you are also being affirmed. Think of 333 when it flashes across your eyes. It is not simply digits. It is a declaration that the Trinity covers you in the midst of battle. When 444 appears, it is not a mistake. It is heaven's reminder that stability is being built even as the ground beneath you shakes. When 555 erupts into your path, it is heaven's announcement that change, transition, and divine reversal are being activated. Each number is not only comfort, but also strategy. Each number is not only hope, but also weapon. The battle is real, though invisible. While you walk through your day, unseen watchers move in silence. Demonic resistance rises to discourage, delay, and derail. But higher still, the angelic host moves, guiding, covering, shielding, fighting on your behalf. You may feel alone, but you are never uncovered. For heaven's surveillance is active, and I, Michael, stand at the front lines, enforcing the will of God over your life. The repeated numbers are proof of this divine surveillance, reminders that though the enemy plots in secret, heaven watches openly. This is why you must not grow weary. The conflict you feel is not punishment, it is preparation. Your calling is being tested. Your spirit is being refined. Your destiny is being sharpened. And in the midst of this, the numbers serve as constant reminders. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not left unguarded. Heaven fights when you cannot fight. Heaven sees what you cannot see. Heaven prepares victory before the enemy even lifts his hand. So take courage. Let the numbers remind you that the battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against forces that tremble at the authority of heaven. And know this: if you are seeing the numbers, it means you are not losing. It means you are marked to win. The conflict is great, but the covering is greater. The test is sharp, but the triumph will be louder. For every repeated number declares, you are guided, you are guarded, and you are guaranteed victory. Stand strong, chosen one. Your destiny is under fire, but it is also under guard. Type "I am protected" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1444 is now surrounding you. Beloved, hear the urgency of this hour. The signs that surround you are escalating. What you have seen in repeated numbers until now has been preparation, but within the next 72 hours the message will intensify. You will notice the shift, not as something casual, not as something you can dismiss, but as a divine interruption that pierces through your routine. Heaven is amplifying its voice, and the numbers are the trumpet blasts calling you to attention. They are warnings and invitations woven together, signs that the gates of your next season are about to swing open. You will feel it in your relationships, for some people will suddenly reveal who they truly are. Connections you thought were steady may tremble, and masks will fall. You will see it in your finances, as unexpected movements force you to look at what you value and how heaven is aligning your resources. You will feel it in your emotions and the restless stirring of your heart, a divine discontent that pushes you out of old patterns. These are not accidents. These are not random shifts. They are the movements of alignment, the positioning of your soul for what is about to be released. The numbers themselves are heralds of change. When you see 222, know that divine partnership is being tested and purified. When 5:55 interrupts your day, know that sudden transition is closer than you imagine. When 11:11 confronts you again, understand that a doorway is about to open, and you must step through with boldness or watch the moment pass. Heaven is not silent. Heaven is not careless. These patterns are heaven's way of urging you to prepare, to rise, to stand ready for divine interruption. But hear me clearly, not all will celebrate your rising. Hidden opposition is already at work. There are forces, both spiritual and human, that will attempt to derail what heaven is aligning for you. Some will envy the grace you carry. Some will resist the authority you are stepping into, and some will plot in silence against your progress. Yet the numbers come to remind you that even in the presence of enemies, heaven has set a table before you. The very opposition you face is proof of your advancement, the evidence that you are moving into uncharted territory ordained for you. This moment is not random. The shaking you feel, the pressure you sense, the signs that surround you, all of it is converging because a gate is about to open. The numbers are the keys. The urgency you feel in your spirit is heaven's alarm clock, waking you from slumber. Do not ignore it. Do not brush it aside. Within 72 hours, heaven will mark your path with undeniable clarity, and if you are attentive, you will see it and step into it. But if you grow careless, you risk missing what heaven is preparing. Stand alert. Stand watchful. For this is the season of sudden movements. The signs are warnings, but they are also promises. Something is about to be released into your story, and the numbers are heaven's way of saying, be ready. Type I am ready in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1717 is now surrounding you. Beloved, as the signs grow louder, as the numbers multiply across your path, the temptation will be to rush, to force, to act without discernment. But I, Michael, the Archangel, speak now with urgency and care. Be still. Do not misinterpret what heaven is showing you. Do not allow impatience to rob you of the clarity that these signs are meant to bring. For numbers are not simply flashes of curiosity. They are sacred codes. And like all codes, they require patience, stillness, and attentiveness to be unlocked. When 1:11 appears, it is not always a signal to move, but often a call to posture your heart, to align your thoughts with divine order. When 2:22 rises before your eyes, it is not always a summons to connect, but a reminder that balance and unity must be rooted in spirit before it is lived in the natural. When 3:33 confronts you in your midnight hour, it is not always an invitation to act, but a reminder that heaven's presence surrounds you, waiting for you to pause and hear. The numbers are not commands to rush. They are instructions to prepare. This is why journaling becomes powerful. Write the numbers you see. Record the time, the moment, the emotion you felt when they appear. Heaven does not speak haphazardly. Heaven speaks with precision. And as you record, patterns will unfold, meaning will deepen, and you will see that what you once thought was coincidence is in fact divine orchestration. Meditation and silence, too, are your allies. For in stillness, your spirit sharpens, your discernment heightens, and what seemed hidden suddenly becomes clear. Prayer anchors you when the signs feel overwhelming. whispered, "Lord, what are you showing me?" has more power than hours of overthinking. Silence carries more revelation than endless noise. Do not fill the space of signs with human chatter. Allow heaven to interpret its own message. Numbers are holy language, and only in holy attentiveness will they reveal their meaning. Remember this: heaven fights when you remain anchored. You do not need to strive to make the signs work for you. You need only to align yourself with the rhythm of heaven. The enemy would love to twist the signs, to drown them in superstition, to tempt you into frantic action. But heaven says, "Be still." Heaven says, "Watch and wait." Heaven says, "Your steps are ordered, and nothing will be missed when you are anchored in trust." Let your affirmation be strong: I am aligned with divine timing. I will not rush ahead. I will not lag behind. I will move as heaven directs me. Speak it until your spirit believes it. Declare it until the fear of missing out dissolves in the confidence of being covered. For the numbers are not warnings of loss. They are confirmations of guidance. And if you remain steady, if you stay still, every sign will serve as a lamp for your path and a guardrail for your destiny. Child of light, hear me again. Patience is protection. Stillness is safety. Heaven does not require your panic. Heaven requires your posture. Stand steady and let the numbers lead you into peace instead of anxiety, into guidance instead of guessing, into revelation instead of confusion. Type "I am aligned" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 2020 is now surrounding you. Child of destiny, hear this now. You are not who you were last season. The storms you have walked through, the battles you have endured, the prayers you have whispered in the dark have shaped you into someone new. The repeated numbers that surround you are heaven's evidence that transformation has already begun. You may not feel it yet, but you are rising. You are being lifted out of the ashes of the old and into the fire of the new. This is why the signs have followed you so persistently, because heaven is making it clear. Your identity has shifted, your authority has increased, and your path is no longer the same. When you see 1, 11, it is not just numbers on a screen. It is heaven declaring, you have stepped into alignment with divine order. When 444 echoes in your life, it is heaven announcing, your foundation is being rebuilt on unshakable ground. When 555 bursts into your day, it is heaven confirming, the change you feared is now the change that will empower you. These are not empty patterns. They are steps on a ladder, each one pulling you higher into your destiny. The fear that once held you back is losing its grip. The chains that once silenced your voice are breaking. The doubts that once clouded your vision are scattering like smoke in the wind. Heaven is awakening wings within you, wings of light, wings of strength, wings of authority. The numbers are your reminder that you are not crawling anymore. You are rising. You are soaring. You are stepping into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. This is the hour to reclaim your authority. The numbers are not here to keep you bound in questions. They are here to ignite your confidence. Every repeated sequence is heaven saying, you have been trusted with more. You are not merely surviving, you are ascending. You are no longer stuck in cycles. You are walking into circles of completion. What was broken is being healed. What was delayed is being released, and what was hidden is being revealed. Think of each number as a torch being lit along your path. One by one, heaven is illuminating the way forward. Each torch burns brighter than the last, reminding you that you are not stumbling in darkness. You are walking in light. Empowerment is not something you are waiting for. It is already stirring inside you. It is already breathing through you. It is already lifting you higher. You must now choose to believe it, to step into it, to declare it over your own life with boldness and certainty. Say it now. I am chosen. I am empowered. I am stepping into my next season with authority. Speak it until your spirit roars with faith. For heaven has already confirmed it, and the numbers are the proof. You have been elevated, and no force on earth or in hell can reverse it. The time of smallness has ended. The season of silence has closed. The age of your empowerment has begun. Type "I am empowered" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 3033 is now surrounding you. Beloved, now the veil begins to lift. The mystery you have carried in your spirit, the questions that have circled in your mind, the disruptions you could not explain, they all converge here. The repeated numbers are not coincidences. They are not random flashes of curiosity. They are confirmations of unlocking. They are heaven's code, personal and precise, whispering into your life that the door of your next assignment has been open. Every time you see them, heaven is declaring, I have not forgotten you. I have not overlooked you. I have marked you, and the season you have waited for is here. Do you understand? Chosen one. The numbers are more than comfort. They are prophecy. They are living declarations etched into time itself. When 111 shines before your eyes, heaven is saying, step into new beginnings. When 222 calls to you, heaven is affirming, I am aligning partnerships, bringing balance and harmony into your path. When 333 surrounds you, heaven is confirming, the Trinity walks with you. You are not alone. These numbers are not shallow. They are heaven's language. They are alive. They are breathing. They are heaven's reminder that your life is not adrift, but anchored in divine timing. The Spirit of God declares that your name has been spoken in heavenly places. You are recognized in the spirit realm. Angels know your assignment. Demons fear your advancement. Heaven itself has declared that you are chosen. The repeated numbers are heaven's stamp of recognition, marking you as one set apart, one anointed, one who carries destiny on their shoulders. This is why the opposition has increased, because the unlocking is real. This is why the signs multiply, because the door cannot be shut. And now hear this prophetic word: promotion, healing, and restoration are tied to these signs. The numbers you are seeing are not empty patterns. They are the countdown to your release. The breakthrough you have prayed for, the healing you have longed for, the restoration you thought had passed you by, they are already in motion. Heaven is confirming it through these codes. You do not see the full picture yet, but the evidence is around you. The whispers of heaven are constant. I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? Do not doubt this hour. The repeated numbers are not tricks. They are testimonies. They testify that the promises of God are alive in your life. They testify that the assignments given to you are still active. They testify that the oil upon your head has not run dry. Child of light, you are marked. You are chosen. You are recognized. And heaven has declared, through numbers, through signs, through divine alignment, that your next season has already begun. The prophetic revelation is this: you are not waiting for breakthrough. You are walking in it. Heaven is not about to move. Heaven is already moving. The numbers prove it. Your only task now is to believe it, to declare it, to walk in alignment with the code heaven is showing you. Type "I receive" in the comments if you believe this message. Blessing code 8888 is now activated. Beloved, if this revelation has pierced your spirit, I invite you to become part of this prophetic mission. Every time you sow into this work, whether through YouTube Super Thanks, by becoming a channel member, or by giving through the PayPal link in the description, you are not simply supporting a message. You are fueling heaven's light to reach souls who are desperate for hope. The word says, "Give, and it shall be given back to you, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." That is not a suggestion. It is a living promise. When you release your gift, you ignite rivers of blessing not only for others, but for your own life. This is not a donation. It is a prophetic act, a holy response to the word you have received. As you sow, may heaven multiply it back to you in ways beyond measure. Step into this moment, release your seed, and watch the floodgates of heaven open in your favor. Child of destiny, now is the moment to move beyond hearing and into declaring. For revelation without response is wasted light, and signs without action are unclaimed promises. The repeated numbers that surround you are not meant to keep you in alone. They are meant to push you into activation. Each time the sequence flashes before your eyes, it is heaven waiting for your yes. The heavens are not interested in hesitation. They are stirred by alignment. Every whispered code is a summons. Every repeated number is a call, and your response determines how quickly the path unfolds before you. Do not let doubt silence you. Do not allow fear to delay you. Each time 111 appears, say aloud, "I align with divine beginnings." When 222 confronts you, declare, "Heaven is balancing my life and ordering my steps." When 555 bursts into your awareness, proclaim, "I welcome the divine changes that elevate me into my calling." For destiny does not unfold to the silent. It answers the voices of the bold. The activation of your next season requires your agreement. Heaven has already spoken. The numbers are already marking the moment, but it is your confession, your declaration, that seals the release. You must step beyond passive observation into prophetic partnership. The angels record your words, for life and death are in the power of the tongue. Your future waits for your voice. This is why you cannot simply watch the numbers appear and wonder. You must speak, you must declare, you must activate. Every repeated number is heaven giving you permission to step forward, and when you answer with faith, you are no longer a spectator. You are a participant in the unfolding of prophecy. Destiny requires courage, and heaven is giving you signs to ignite that courage. Do not stand on the edge of the doorway while the numbers are shouting. Enter. The time for hesitation is over. You have been prepared, you have been refined, and now you are being called to act. The enemy will whisper that you are not ready, that you are not worthy, that you are not strong enough. But the very fact that you are seeing these numbers proves otherwise. Heaven does not waste signs on the unprepared. If you see them, you are chosen. If you see them, you are equipped. If you see them, you are ready. Step forward with boldness. Declare your alignment with heaven's timing. Agree with the codes you are being shown. Prophecy over your own life with authority. Say, I am not delayed. I am on time. I am not overlooked. I am appointed. I am not lost. I am aligned. Each time you do this, the gates of heaven open wider, the chains of hesitation fall faster, and the destiny marked for you unfolds with greater clarity. Beloved, this is the hour of activation. Your agreement is the key. Your voice is the weapon. Your faith is the doorway. Heaven has already chosen you. Now you must choose heaven. Type I activate in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1919 is now released over your life. Beloved, while your eyes notice numbers on clocks, screens, and signs, there is another reality unfolding, an invisible exchange happening in the spirit realm. Every time a repeated number crosses your path, it is more than a signal for your attention. It is a marker that a transaction has occurred in heaven. You may not hear the sound of the exchange, you may not feel the movement in the natural, but in the unseen, angels are working, shifting, restoring, and recording what belongs to you. Have you not wondered why the numbers follow you, even in the quietest places? Why 222 or 444 appears when no one else is around, when no one else would notice? It is because heaven does not need an audience to move. It moves silently, powerfully, and with precision. The numbers are not for show. They are reminders of what is happening beyond your perception. For in those unseen moments, lost time is being redeemed, stolen blessings are being retrieved, prayers that seemed unanswered are being cataloged into motion. What you see as digits are, in fact, timestamps of restoration. Archangel Michael and the hosts of heaven record these exchanges carefully. Nothing is missed, nothing is lost, nothing is wasted. Every sigh you have released in prayer, every tear that has touched the ground, every longing of your heart is carried before the throne, and the numbers confirm that heaven has responded. You may not see the package arrive yet, but the receipt has already been issued in the spirit. The repeated numbers are the receipts, the holy confirmations that your requests have entered heaven's system and are being processed with divine authority. Think of it. While you sleep, angels are moving across timelines. While you rest, heaven encodes your path with instructions. While you walk through the day unaware, divine transactions are happening in your favor. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not delayed. The numbers are the evidence that the unseen is working faster than the seen, that the spirit realm is weaving together answers before you can even articulate the questions. This is why you must not grow anxious. The enemy would love for you to believe that nothing is happening, that the silence is empty. But silence in heaven is never emptiness. It is often activity. The quiet moments are when the largest transactions are being processed. And the numbers are heaven's gentle way of reminding you, we are working. We are moving. We are releasing. Understand this. Heaven's exchanges are not temporary. They are eternal. What is restored cannot be stolen again. What is redeemed cannot be reversed. What is sealed cannot be broken. The repeated numbers mark these seals, these guarantees, these heavenly promises signed in divine ink. Every flash of 11, 11, every encounter with 333, every echo of 555 is a reminder. Your promises are intact. Your destiny is secured. Your exchanges are complete. So walk in confidence. Let the numbers be your proof that heaven has remembered you. The silent exchanges are happening even now, and soon the invisible will become visible. The hidden will become revealed, and what you once longed for will stand before you as testimony. Type "I receive divine exchange" in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 4141 is now covering you. Beloved, hear this with the weight of heaven's authority. Every repeated number that has crossed your path is not only a promise of alignment, but a declaration of justice. For heaven is not blind to what you have endured. Heaven has seen the betrayals, the delays, the disappointments, the losses. Heaven has watched as the enemy plotted in silence, as circumstances turned against you, as what was yours was withheld. But I, Michael, declare to you, the numbers you see are the signals of reversal. What was meant for harm is already being turned for your good. What was withheld is now being released. What was stolen is being returned sevenfold. Do you not see it? Each number is a courtroom decree. When 777 confronts you, it is the scales of justice being balanced in your favor. When 888 flashes, it is the promise of restoration and new beginnings multiplying. When 444 appears, it is heaven laying a foundation of stability after seasons of shaking. These numbers are not random. They are heaven's verdicts, heaven's rulings, heaven's announcements that the gavel has already fallen on your behalf. The enemy thought he could delay you, but every delay has become preparation. The enemy thought he could bury you, but every burial has become planting. The enemy thought he could silence you, but every silence has amplified your voice in heaven. And now, the numbers testify that reversal is in motion. What the enemy constructed for your downfall will become the stage of your rising. What was meant to crush you will become the very stone you stand upon. Child of light, the divine order is shifting. Those who mocked you will witness your elevation. Those who plotted against you will watch their schemes collapse upon themselves. Those who doubted your God will see his justice unfold openly. For the repeated numbers are heaven's evidence that reversal is not coming. It has already begun. The scales that once leaned against you now tip in your favor. The storms that once beat against you now clear the path before you. The season of injustice is closing, and the season of restoration is dawning. Let your spirit take courage. Every 11 you see is heaven's way of saying the doorway of justice is open. Every 555 is heaven's thunder, declaring the change you feared is the change that frees you. Every 222 is heaven's assurance. Balance is being restored. Order is being established. These numbers are not meaningless. They are courtroom documents, signed and sealed by heaven, confirming that divine justice is already active in your life. Rejoice, for reversal is not partial, it is complete. Rejoice, for justice is not delayed, it is unfolding. Rejoice, for restoration is not uncertain, it is guaranteed. And the evidence is all around you, in the numbers you cannot escape. Heaven has marked you for reversal, and nothing in earth or hell can stop it. So stand tall, chosen one. Walk boldly into your restoration. Declare aloud, I receive my reversal. I step into my justice. I embrace my restoration. For heaven has decreed it, and the numbers are your eternal confirmation. Type I receive justice in the comments if you believe this message. Blessing code 9090 is now surrounding you. Beloved child of destiny, let this truth be sealed in your heart. The repeated numbers that have surrounded you are not empty patterns. They are not random digits drifting through time. They are signs of heavenly orchestration, confirmations that you are seen, that you are chosen, that you are aligned with a season greater than the one you are leaving behind. Every 1, 11, every 222, every 333 has been a whisper from eternity into your present, a reminder that your life is woven into heaven's design. Do not doubt the meaning of what you have seen. You have been pursued by these numbers because heaven has pursued you. You have been called into awareness because heaven has marked you. What others may ignore has been magnified before your eyes because your assignment is different. Your anointing is different. Your destiny is different. You cannot live as if you are ordinary when heaven has written extraordinary codes all around you. Now let this be your affirmation. I am sealed. I am seen. I am sent. Sealed by the numbers that confirm heaven's covenant with me. Seen by the God who watches my steps and encodes my path with signs. Sent into a new season where doors open, battles are won, and justice is delivered. You are not entering the season in weakness. You are stepping in with clarity, with authority, with peace. Take courage. Do not miss the signs. Do not dismiss the whispers. Heaven has chosen you, and the numbers will continue to testify until your destiny is fully revealed. Walk boldly, walk faithfully, and walk with eyes wide open. The keys to your next season have been placed in your hands, and heaven itself goes before you. Type I am chosen in the comments if you receive this message. Blessing code 1212 is now covering you. Beloved, before we close, I must speak this from my spirit to yours. The same way heaven uses numbers as signs, it also uses your giving as seed for destiny. When you sow into this ministry, whether through YouTube's Super Thanks, by joining as a member, or by giving through the PayPal link in the description, you are not funding a channel. You are fueling a mission. You are placing your seed into the soil of souls, and heaven promises a harvest. The word says, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy, and I declare that over you now. Your gift becomes oil that carries this word to nations. Your support becomes manna for hungry spirits who need this light. Do not delay. Do not hesitate. Move prophetically. Release your seed, and heaven will release its floodgates over your life. Step into this divine exchange. and watch your obedience unlock blessings beyond measure.